When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
The day I met Paul, it was intense. I mean, it was like within about an hour and a half we were working together, and I'm playing guitar and I'm looking over and I'm seeing this guy singing. I'm like, oh, holy cow, man. Look who that is.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
After I dropped the phone and then picked it back up to say, yes, I'll be there, pretty excited, you know. Definitely the night before meeting him, I didn't sleep, you know, just really excited, you know. And what's great about him is that he completely removed any of that feeling of trepidation, you know. Within the first 5 minutes we were making music together.
You get stretched as a musician. You absorb a lot of melody from him and sense of harmony, you know, that just happens from being around him and his material. It just kind of comes in through your pores.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
It's not, hey, here's me in an arena trying to get all of you on my side. It's more like, hey, welcome to my living room. This is some stuff that I'm feeling and thinking and want to sing you a song.
Would you care to sit with me for a cup of English tea? Very twee, very me, any sunny morning.
He's a part of our DNA, you know, like there's something about the Beatles and everything that they have done and that he's done since as well that just, you know, resonates so deeply. And I've gotten to work with lots of great legends, but Paul is definitely just on another level, you know. Not taking away from all those other people, but even they would say the same thing.
He's always walking, talking, thinking, singing melodies. When you see him walking by, he'll usually be whistling or snapping his finger or humming a tune when nobody's around.
Every time I sit down to write a song, it's like a big black hole, and somehow, mystically, I end up with a song out of that, and it fascinates me.
The long and winding road that leads.
There's an energy that he brings into a place that there's definitely a buzz that gets created.
He is a special person, and that shows, you know.
I've seen that road before.
I love what I do. It's something that intrigues me still. It's something that excites me to play with the band, with this band. You know, they're great guys, they're great players.
He's very intuitive and he's a great musician. He's really enthusiastic still about it, and that kind of fires you up, gets everybody going.
This all went back to when I was a kid. My dad originally, for my birthday, gave me a trumpet when I was a teenager, and so I learned a little bit of trumpet, but eventually traded in for guitar because I couldn't sing with this trumpet in my mouth. Hi, this is Paul McCartney. Welcome to Sessions at AOL.
I'll be waiting on the other side till your friends are gone.
Chaos and Creation in the Backyard is my 20th album. This one has been produced by Nigel Godrich. It was a good album to make, but it was a lot of work. So the two of us, you know, gave our opinions and became very honest with each other. He had a very firm opinion about what he wanted to make. He wanted to make an album that was very me. He was vibing back to things like after the Beatles broke up. I did an album called McCartney, which was very homemade. It was like in my living room, plugging a microphone in the back, and I played all the instruments on that. It gets a certain kind of sound going. You get a certain kind of feel that he wanted to kind of not recreate, but he wanted to visit that area again. It's kind of got an organic feel to it, the album, because of that. Sometimes it's harmoniums, and I say flugels, recorders, slightly offbeat instrumentation that I think gives it a world of its own. my approach to songwriting must have changed over the years just because I've changed, life has changed. For me, it doesn't actually feel like it's changed. I got to collaborate with John, and the two of us learned our process together. It kind of evolved organically. You hear our earlier songs and they're quite simple, then we get a little bit more complex in the mid-period, and then we get quite complex towards the end. Basically, all we ever did was kind of sit down with either a guitar or a piano and just think, okay, we've got 3 hours now. What should we do? Now, if we had a first line, then we just start from that. If we had a title, or if we had a melodic idea, we just start and then just go, just pump it out. But yeah, normally I just use the same system I evolved with John over the years, which is just sit down, write it, go home. Sounds easy, doesn't it?
Would you care to sit with me for a cup of English tea?
I think what made Live Aid so special for me was the cause itself, the whole idea behind it. I'd been there at the original Live Aid. That was very exciting to be part of. It was kind of a global event for all the right reasons, to help people who are in really serious trouble and to try and do something, you know, from the affluent West. And then the day itself was exciting. I was asked if I would open the show with U2, which was just a nice idea for me. I've never played with them. And then to open it with Sgt. Pepper, which I had never sung live, that particular thing. I'd only ever recorded that in the studio. Now it was like, I don't know, 30 years later. And suddenly I was going to open this huge event by singing this song again. And then we closed the show. They wanted us to close with Long and Winding Road, and they were going to do film of the people involved in the tragedies in Africa and use my song to illustrate that. The musical acts were great. A lot of fun moments. I mean, Snoop Doggie's Minders are like about 10 foot high, you know. I reckon I could have taken one of them. So what you do is you run around the back of him, pop the back of his knees, and he's down on the floor, man. Pummel, pummel. See? I put this very fact to Snoop, and he's, yeah. It was a great day. We had a lot of fun. And I say, the bottom line is it was for a great cause.
The long and winding road.
You know, people say to me, why do you do it? Why do you keep going? And the answer really is very simple. It's I love it. It's something that intrigues me still. It's something that excites me to play with a band, with this band. You know, they're great guys, they're great players. So I like just listening to the lead guitarist, see what he's going to come up with. You know, hey, that's a nice solo. It's like a party for me, all that. Writing songs, it's still a mystery to me. Every time I sit down to write a song, there's like a big black hole. And somehow, mystically, I end up with a song out of that. And it fascinates me, that whole idea, that you should be able to do that for a living. So I love it. That's the answer. Just simply, I love what I do.